All right, what is up, friends? It is me, SPIFFNUGGS, here to give you some tips for traveling the world indefinitely. It's been about 5 months since I got rid of all my things, got a backpack, and started doing it. And I realized that there's one main thing that most people don't tell you when you decide that you want to travel. And the secret is that it's really not that hard. And that's something that I really wish that people told me. But when I say it's not that hard, there's a lot of things that goes into that. So it really boils down to three main points. And the three main things are you gotta keep it low key, you gotta keep it flexible, and you gotta keep it chill. And I'm gonna tell you what all those mean. Okay, when I say keep it low key, I'm really talking about everything leading up to the start of your trip. So for me, what I did was I only planned my entire trip about a month before I left. A little bit crazy, I get that, that's the way I work. Maybe you work a little differently, maybe you work the same. But no matter when I started planning it, I only actually started telling people that I was leaving about 2 weeks before I left. And that one for everyone, friends, family, it didn't matter. Because I knew that the moment that I told one person what I was planning on doing, I was going to start getting their opinions on what I was doing, if it was okay, if it was gonna be safe, this, and that. And I didn't want that. If anyone had this advice to give me and they were like, oh, here's some great thing you can do, whatever, that's amazing, give me advice. I always mess up, I need advice. But if you're just going to give me an opinion and tell me that you can't do this because it's unsafe or you're a solo woman, hang on, I can do whatever I wanna do. You can do whatever you wanna do. I don't care who I am or what I look like. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it just as well, if not better, than the person standing next to me. It's fine. You can do it too. Not to be a whole little motivational speaker, but seriously, you're capable of way more than you even think. And if you want to go out and travel the world, you can do it. So that's kind of why I didn't want to tell people, was because I didn't want them saying any of this and doubt and making me doubt myself, because I knew that I could do this. I have the confidence to do it, and I wanted to keep that confidence strong. You want to talk about flexibility? I am in Rishikesh, India, the yoga capital of the world. Let's talk about flexibility. All right, when I say that about the trip, what I really mean is you don't ever want to be tied down by a plan. Just picture this, all right? You're in a city or an area, in a village, and you are loving it. But you already have a flight out and you need to go to the next place. But you met these amazing friends, this, that. Suddenly, you're in a pretty tough situation. Do you ditch all of these like expensive plans you already have booked? Or do you go with these amazing people? Or do you go on to the next adventure? That's a choice I don't want to have to make, at least personally. So for me, I always book in 1 or 2 night increments, and then if I love a place, I can extend. And on the other side, say I booked a week somewhere and I just don't like it. Maybe the area isn't good for me, maybe the people are not on my vibe, anything, and it's just not working out. I'm getting homesick. That's also totally okay. Getting homesick is so normal. But I'm gonna wanna up and move, and I don't want to stay somewhere where I'm upset for a week because I know I could be happy somewhere else. So for me, only booking things in 1 or 2 night increments is huge because it's super easy to just change it. There's two main resources that I really use that facilitate all of this. One, you ready? Google Maps. How simple. Literally, you can use Google Maps for just about anything. And the other one is Hostelworld. And Hostelworld is basically just Airbnb, but for hostels. It's a great app and it's awesome. And you'll be able to look up different ones, look at ratings, see reviews and everything right from there. All right, you can look more into it. Once you have those two things, the biggest thing is on Google Maps, if you go into offline maps, you can download an offline map. So even if you get to an area and you're not able to have like instant Wi-Fi or an instant SIM card, which is super easy, you can usually just get a SIM card right at an airport. Or if you get Orange Holiday SIM, that's what I got for most of Europe, and it worked out great. Anyways, side note, if you don't have a SIM card and you don't have any internet, you have an offline map, you have the address of the place you're going, you can show a metro person or a taxi driver or anything, this is where I need to go, and see the route of how to get there. It's super easy, it's convenient, and it's great. You want to see a little contrast? Look at this cow. He's so chill. Look at me. I'm clearly not. I'm happy. I'm excitable. It's how I always am. But one thing that traveling has taught me is that sometimes I really gotta chill out and I gotta just pet a cow because thanks cow. Because sometimes you're going to be in situations that get stressful, and if you're jumpy and excitable and nervous, it's just gonna escalate a situation and make it seem way worse than it is. When in reality, most situations are pretty easy to fix. It sounds super dramatic, but one thing that I've started asking myself every time I get stressed, and it's helped me a lot, and that is this situation going to kill me? And if the answer is no, like say I'm at an airport and I'm about to miss my flight and I don't have a sim and this and that, it's okay. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm going to get to where I'm gonna go. And if I don't get to where I'm gonna go, that's okay too. Like, it's really not a big deal. I have no deadlines. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. Life is gonna be okay. And then if I think to myself, could this potentially kill me? And the answer is yes, then I just think, what's the quickest way to get myself out of this situation? And it happens. I put myself in some dangerous situations. Like, you don't realize, because I was so excited when I started traveling and I just wanted to do this and that and get myself going with every single thing. But it's too much and you don't think twice and you gotta think more about it. And so I'd get myself in these situations and then I'd finally realize and be like, oh shoot, this is not safe for me. And then I'd just do whatever I needed to get out. And it sounds really silly, but this is a skill that you actually get better at. I did like a lot of really dumb things, probably my first, still. Obviously, I still do really dumb things. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But I did some like really dumb things, like get trapped on roofs with people I just met and been like, not in a safe situation where you gotta get down. It's fine. But it sounds silly, but you actually get better at these things. And so now I'm able to think one step ahead and think, is this okay? Am I in a situation, is what I'm going to do okay for my safety? And if the answer is yes, I do it. And if the answer is no, then maybe I think twice, or maybe I go and I grab a friend so that they can go and do whatever I want to do with me. And it's really just that easy. It's that one extra thought of, am I okay? Yes. Okay, I'm okay. I'm chilling with the cow. Life's all right. Or no. Okay, that's fine too. I'm gonna get myself out of this. It's gonna be okay. And that's really what keeping it chill is all about, is just not letting yourself get stressed about anything, because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not gonna help you and you're not gonna get where you need to go any quicker. All right, real quick interlude for any of those of you playing along at home. So here's a little story about something that I do all the time. So a lot of times I'll be laying in bed in my hostel and I'll be scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through YouTube, whatever. And I see these travel influencers, and this is literally funny for me to say out loud because it is absurd. So I see these travel influencers and I think, oh my, they're so cool. They're so this and that. I could never do that. I legitimately think this. And then it takes me a minute and I snap into it and I look around me and I think, oh wait, I am doing this. Wow. So what I mean, back to the beginning, when I say traveling isn't that hard, is that I find that a lot of people that travel want it to seem like they're telling you traveling is really good and accessible, but at the same time kind of like sneaky don't want you to think that travel's accessible. I'm telling you, don't let Instagram or this YouTube video or anything fool you. Traveling is not that difficult, and it is so rewarding and so much fun and all of the good things. And I know I'm just a motivational speaker at this point, but here I am to motivate you. Go travel, go do it. You can do it. I mess up 1,000 times a day, and then I laugh about it and I post about it on Instagram so that everyone else laughs about it. It's hilarious. It's my favorite part of traveling. I love messing up. So yeah, a lot of people just don't show you that they're messing up too. And it sounds obvious. The cow's running around in the background. It sounds obvious, but seriously, it's not that hard and it's really rewarding and you should do it. All right, so remember, my 3 biggest tips for traveling are to keep it low key, to keep it flexible, and to keep it chill. Now, for my favorite part of the video, I'm going to tell you to please like, rate, subscribe, hit that little bell button that I think is right around here, maybe. I don't know, this is my first video. I always say like, rate, subscribe on my trash vlog, which I do on Instagram. That's a little plug. I'll tell you all the hilarious things that I mess up every day on my Insta story. Check me out, @SPIFFNUGGS. Same as this handle, @SPIFFNUGGS. Yeah. Okay, so please, like, rate, subscribe. Let me know that you like seeing me run around Rishikesh and make this hilarious video for you and also for me because I'm having a great time. And let me know maybe, what do you want to see next week? What do you want to hear about? Do you even like this? Should I just quit my day? Should I not quit my day job? I don't even have one. I travel full time. All right, see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.